Yeah, okay. We're gonna how do I do this? Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the presentation. Okay, you can see right now there's nothing on this screen. It is just a me. Right. I need to figure out a way to do this. I'm gonna be there. Ah, okay. I don't know where to put my VTuber model for this, so I'm gonna maybe move around during this, but I'm gonna become kind of small. But yes, okay. I don't know if you can see this. This is the this is the beginning of the slideshow. We have some lovely art here from Enoa. Some art here from Mochiko. Very cute, very cute. Okay. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Okay, 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 okay. So, in the beginning, I wasn't gonna be a fairy. The original concept for Maymo was actually to be like a kind of magical girl, kind of idol character, because I love magical girls and idols. I love just like really intricate things, just super kawaii, over the top idoru. I really wanted to do that. I was very inspired by like being part of the maid cafe and stuff because we did dances and singing and all of that kind of stuff. So I initially wanted to be like a idol, but then I was just like, if I'm a VTuber, how would I do that? How would I? And yeah, maybe yeah. But this art here, oh shoot, they gave me a fright. One of the cats. I know it's broken, but this art here was done by Ero. Ero, my partner Ero, she's so talented. I thought it was really pretty, and I love it very much.
I'll redraw it as
Nemo, yeah,
Nemo.
Nemo. Okay, but yes, I initially wasn't going to be a fairy. Salem. Okay, and then this was like my original concept art. So if you look over to the left here, this was my full body kind of illustration of what I wanted. Lots of ribbons, ruffles, bows, pinks, purples, all of that kind of thing. I just wanted to be super cute. I wanted it to be really super cute. And at the time, oh my god, cat. I can. It doesn't get. It doesn't. It won't move it more into the sides. I'm just gonna put it on the floor. Ow. Hold on. That'll do for now. That'll do for now. But yes. I I was used to using Vroid models. I was very used to using Vroid models because of the maid cafe. Yes, Kitty Chaos. We know Kitty Chaos. But yeah, I was very used to using like Vroid models because of the maid cafe. Because when we used to stream, we used Vroid models. I think the cats turned the music up. I can't even hear the music. Oh, it's because I pulled my headset out. That's why I can't hear the music. There we go. I think it's just a louder song, to be honest. It's very loud. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I was very used to the kind of Vroid models and stuff like that. So I decided to use one of those. Yeah, this was my original concept. I really loved it, and I still do love it. It's just not very me anymore, and that's okay. Um, so I did my very first stream with my friend Avatar Obi, and I used this model. I used two PNGs of this model where she was talking and then like being quiet and stuff. And I think it was Halo we played together. It was one of those games, where we had to like shoot and kill aliens. That's all I remember. But Obi and my friend Usagi, they were one of the main reasons that I actually started streaming overall. Obi here, he was like an absolute massive help to me when I initially started streaming. Like he taught me how to set everything up, he showed me how to do all of the things that I needed to do. I honestly wouldn't be here without him because I really struggle to process a lot of information. And he did a really good job at kind of like condensing it and speaking it in a way that I understood. So I'm always going to be thankful to Obi for that. He really helped me, and so did Usagi. Usagi helped me set up a lot of things as well, and I'm always going to be thankful for that too. I love them both. But but as we know, chat, I was not going to be a magical girl idol. I am not a magical girl idol. And why? I loved the concept. I loved the concept, but I felt like it wasn't me. I felt like it was more like a character. And that's kind of, as much as I can play a character, I felt like because I was streaming, I wanted to show more of who I was. And I didn't want to I didn't want to just kind of be something that I wasn't. I felt like it was too similar to what I did in the maid cafe, so I was just like, nah, I'm gonna do something different. I want to be me, but I want it to be like simple. I want to be a bit more simple, and I was just like, right, if I don't want to do that, then I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna become me. Oh, oh my god. So I forgot I put this in there. I completely forgot I put that clip in there. But no, I made this Viroid model to kind of look like me. I own dresses like that. My hair is ginger. Um it was me. And I also thought I had blue eyes at that time. I don't have blue eyes, chat. I have green eyes. I'm just colorblind. Yeah, I ended up settling for this like really, really simple design that was kind of just like me, IRL. And I was just like, that'll be it. I liked it. I loved it. I loved being really cute and really simple. But at the same time, that still didn't feel right. Although this was like a direct copy of me, it still didn't feel like it was me, if that makes sense. So we moved to a kind of more still that, but like still the Viroid model, still like this ginger hair, kind of bluey green eyes. But we went a lot more with it. We went further with it. We went full kind of magical girl here. I was like, did we go back to magical girl? Did we go back to idol? We kind of did, but we kind of didn't. But it's the very like kind of root as to who I was and the very beginning of me becoming a fairy. I realized I wanted to go kind of more in the magical route. I wanted to kind of stay that way. I wanted to mix like my kind of casual and then magical, and I loved like the idea of being me and a character. And like I still love this model. I think she's so cute, and I love the Viroids. I've ended up really, really liking Viroid, and I think it's a great I think it's a really great thing for newer VTubers if they want to try these things out. You know what I mean? I think it's a wonderful way to do things because Vroid Studio is free and there's lots of tutorials online now. When I first started VTubing, there really wasn't. Vroid got a massive update after the time I was using it. So it's a lot better now and it runs a lot better too. And like for newer VTubers, I totally recommend like testing out things in VRoid Studio. Absolutely fantastic program. It's a lot of fun. I do think you need a drawing tablet for it if you want to do your own kind of makeup and stuff, but aside from that, it's all good. Because I wanted to go down that kind of magical casual route, I was just like, fuck it. Why don't I become a fairy? I was just like, I like this concept. I like this idea. I think it's cool. So these were like my first ever concept pieces for Momo. I had like the normal human kind of variant, and then I had the like kind of fairy version. And this here, this is like unreleased art that I never posted anywhere. That was going to be my starting soon screen. Um, I never finished it, but you can even see like all the way back then, like I still had little froggies everywhere. And this was before I even had you guys labeled as frog champs and stuff like that. Um, the frog champ has been there from the beginning almost. But yeah, this was like my initial concept art pieces for Momo. And I really love them. And then you've got like my little human variant with the ginger hair, like kind of jeans, a big cardigan, all of that stuff. But that was really hard for me to try put into Vroid. And I was just like, I can't make the Vroid's model look the way that I wanted to. The ancient one, Frogbert, was there at the beginning and will be there to witness the end. I love the human variant. It's really nicely designed. Thank you. Thank you. I really liked how comfortable and casual it was. And to be honest, one day in the future, I would love to have a variant of Momo where she's in the original design that I came up with. Um, just to see what it would be like. I just think it would be really cute. But I couldn't get this design that I wanted with the Vroid model at the time. Like there just wasn't a lot of options available to me on Vroid. So we moved on and I tried more like with the VTuber models on on Vroid Studio. This one here was made by my friend Tomi Tomi Tori Yummy. Tori Yumai. I call her Tori Yummy. And then this was an attempt that I made. This was the best that I could do. This was like the closest I could get to that kind of fairy aesthetic. But I decided because I couldn't get it to the actual design, because I couldn't get it to look the way I wanted to, I ended up pivoting and going to become a PNG tuber. And if you don't know what a PNG tuber is, it is just somebody who uses static images to like talk as a VTuber model. So it would be the PNG would have like a closed mouth and then an open mouth to symbolize them talking. Even like PNG tubers now have like skyrocketed. They're like a lot different now to when I first started. When I first started, it was like two images, open mouth, closed mouth, and now you have like people that kind of like wiggle, kind of like blink and all of that stuff. It's crazy. And I did get to a point where I was doing that as well. It took me a while, but we got there. I loved my PNG tuber era. I had a lot of fun doing like PNG tubers. I ended up drawing a lot more during that time, and I was very thankful for that. I kind of it was a very inspiring time as a VTuber, and I really liked that. Okay, so we're gonna enter the PNG tuber. These here were my very first ever PNGs. And I was really, really proud of this. I was really proud of the design. I really liked it. This is 2-year-old art now, and it's crazy to me how much I've improved in my art since then. But I still love these. I think they're so cute. I love how sparkly they are. A lot of my art in this time was very sparkly. So this was like my chibi that I drew, and then this was like my full body that I drew, and then this is just like a little close up. But oh, chat, I had so many models, like PNG tuber models. Like here's some of the others. I had my Halloween costume, Momo, like where I was a witch, and then I had my like birthday one that I did. That was for my first ever birthday stream. And then we have the original Pop and Cat Momo, and then like the bean mole. Like we had all of these, and it's just crazy. And you know what? I still really love the designs that I came up with for these. Errol actually helped me, I think, with a couple of these. She helped me get like the colors exactly the way I wanted and stuff. I love these. Yeah. But as I was working on my PNGs, because I ended up drawing so often, I had forgotten that Beanie Babies exist until Beanmo reminded me of them. Birthday hats go wild. I know, I know. They were really good. I really liked that art. But because I was working on PNGs and stuff so much, I ended up like designing so many different outfits for Momo, and I felt like the design that I had done for her just wasn't enough for me. I wanted more. I wanted to add more detail. I wanted it to be more fun. I wanted it to be more sparkly, all of this kind of stuff. So we changed the design again, and we ended up somewhere kind of on the oh, sorry. We ended up kind of, let me shuffle my VTuber. We ended up kind of here, but we don't have like the tattoos in the and the design anymore. There's like there is a couple tattoos on Momo, just not as many.
You probably use them when you're using magic or something.
Yeah.
Like they probably glow like first.
Yeah. But yes, so there was a couple of tattoos, but we ended up changing them. But I'll show you some of the designing process for that. I never realized the versatility of being a PNG tuber as an artist. You could just draw your own new designs and outfits. Yeah, exactly. I had so much fun in that time, like period, like so much fun.
There's a forgotten one I never done. Like never
Yeah, there's like a PNG art piece that Errol was drawing for me.
Fully detailed.
That's like fully detailed with all of the pieces in this. It's like a 3/4 body piece. And it's so beautiful. But this was kind of the design process. I was like doing like a whole bunch of different sketches, trying to figure out what I wanted. So those of you that don't know, underneath Momo's dress, she wears like a bodysuit and stuff. And like the bodysuit comes down and like covers her like lower back and stuff, but it needed to be open backed because that's where her fairy wings are. You know what I mean?
Think of it like the ribbon transformation in Sailor Moon. But your bodysuit.
Yeah, kinda.
Capture.
Bodysuit awuga? Oh, do not worry. Do not worry. But yeah, Momo used to be like covered in tattoos, like tons and tons of tattoos. But I'm not gonna lie, chat. I got very tired of drawing them every time. It was too overwhelming for me every time to draw them.
A lot of them as well.
Yeah, Errol did a lot of the designing for the tattoos. F in the chat for tattoos. Sad. Who knows? You never know what's gonna happen in the future. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the design process, and you can kind of see here that I was still drawing like the original kind of like shape on like the bust part, but that ended up changing. The kind of low back thing, this is still kind of the same. This is still very much the same. Like if Momo, like human Momo kicking around, she has those tattoos on her back because she gotta hide her fairy wings. But this was like my very first attempt at a front and back. I'm really proud of it. But we move from the land of PNG tubing to my very first VTuber model. And this VTuber model was gifted to me by my friend Jaden Story. This is my friend Jaden Story. He hosted a contest. Chat. I entered and I won. And I won. He did. I wasn't even watching his stream when I won. And we have my little chibi model and my little Hololive chibi model that gave me my first ever Momo model, and I used this to stream a good few times. But when I got to this point, I had already changed my design. So I don't have like the little like vines wrapping around my arms anymore. But the dress is pretty much still the same. And I don't have the big booties anymore. I did like the big booties though, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, Jaden is a very big part of my VTuber journey because he did give me my first ever VTuber model, and I love it so much. I appreciate it so much, and I love him, and he's a great VTuber. And if you haven't, please go check out Jaden's story, CH on Twitch. He is a lovely guy. He's really nice. Okay, we move on from the bean model to the first ever Mimomi collab model. I used this VTuber model quite a few times, but most noticeably in the first ever Mimomi collab. It is a pay-to-use model by Aziani on Etsy. So you kind of just make it look. Hold on, I need to change the music. I can hear the Sayori song. Just Monica. There we go. Sorry, I had to change the. change that. But no, this model was used in the first ever Mimomi collab. The collab still makes me laugh. The fucking ball pit, the vibes, meeting Nomi for the first time. It's fantastic. And even though it doesn't look much like the Momo I envision, I still love this model and it means a lot to me. Yeah. And then we enter an era. We enter a very specific era.
That's fact.
Thank you.
That image, that's hilarious.
It's so good. We enter the era of this VTuber. Mia not only drew and rigged this model for me, but she made it look exactly the way I just fucking love it. It's oh god, I don't even know the words. I commissioned her to make this when I saw her working on her own, and like Mia like dropped working on her own so she could work on mine. And I love this model. This is one of my favorite models. I used it for so long. I'll still use it. We still use them on Mimomi collabs sometimes, and I love her so much. And this VTuber model birthed the bald toggle that chat loves so damn much. But I just gotta say a big thank you to Mia for making like the little VTuber model that really represented me, and I'm very proud of it and I loved it. However, what if not been? What if no longer small? What if big? What if large? I loved my chibi, and as much as I loved being like the kind of squishy little bean baby, like you know what I mean. I just after a certain point, with all of the weird shit that I say, the really weird out of pocket shit that I say, I felt kind of weird at coming out like this baby bean model thing. You know what I mean? So I wanted to look more adult. I wanted to look more grown up, like my age. You know what I mean? So I started looking at artwork. Thank you, Harpy. I appreciate that. Why are you making me bald right now, dude? Why are you making me bald right now? The butterflies look really weird now. Oh my god. But no, I started working on like this challenge where you were like supposed to draw your VTuber and like this specific outfit, and I really liked it. I never finished it. I still really like it though. And I was just like, I want to do something that's more like casual. Like if you think back to like the PNG that I made with like the kind of human design with the big cardigan and stuff. I kind of went back to that. I really liked the like little froggy slippers and the big cardigan and stuff. So I was kind of taking inspiration from that, but that didn't really last long. I ended up like putting together this mood board. This is the mood board that I sent to my artist before I had finalized my design, and I was like, I'm kind of going for like this kind of theme. I did like the idea of pajamas, but then I was just like, I kind of want to make it look like as if I was like, if my VTuber was human, what would she wear and what would she go out in? You know what I mean? So I sent these to my artist as well, kind of an idea of what I wanted for the face, like kind of to keep it like still partially pointed. And again, this is really old art, so like looking back at this, I'm like, oh, oh. Like,
is that the butterfly watermark?
yeah, that's the
I love that.
the butterfly watermark and
I'm
all of
glad you
that
still
stuff.
use that.
Oh yeah, I still use it. I do still use it.
Oh me.
Oh, they're cuddling.
Well, they were fighting.
Oh, they're sharing a. Oh, don't start fighting now. Sit nice. Sit nice. But no, this was using this kind of inspiration board and looking at all of the fashion that I liked and taking inspiration from here and there. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh. I ended up with this design, the one that you guys see all the time now. And it'll help me with like the fine details on this model, like on the shoes and stuff like that. And I'm really proud of this. I'm really proud of this design. I love this design. I'm so happy with it. And my artist mama, Envy, she did such a good job on it. I think she might have changed her handle recently. So I'm gonna look into that, but I'm pretty sure. But this is the username she went by when she made my model. I'm gonna double check that later. But Mia rigged this model for me, and I love it. You see the frog champ. We've got the Maymo, and yeah. The only other model I have, the most recent one, is the Vroid model that I made for Lethal Company collabs, and I made it based off of the like kind of casual Maymo, human Maymo design, and like you can if you like just compare it to like the very first Vroid model that I ever made, it's like miles better. There's like there's so much more detail in it. I see we're still yep. You're still I see you. I see you going. But yeah, it's like this is my most recent model, and when I say like most recent, I mean like my new VTuber model that is going to be getting rigged soon. Has been out has been made and completed longer than this VTuber model has, but I'm not showing you guys that because it's not like been shown yet. So we'll get to that soon. We'll get to that at some point, but I'm really happy with like the progress that I made in Vroid. And I really like making Vroid models now. Why are you doing this to me? But yes, we're here now. This is where we're at. We made it all the way from the beginning to all the way here. And whether you were here from day one or as recent as today, I cannot thank you enough for being here. It's just like so much lore. Yeah, this is just like the process, the creative process. Because like a lot of people like when they look at VTubers they think, wow, they had that straight from day one, and that's never the case. Well, for some people it might be. But it's like it's a really long creative process, and like the amount of like models that I've used, and like even now, like even with this model using this is like my regular model just used with a different body from Booth, you know what I mean? And that's how I kind of like keep things like kind of fresh and like do these different types of things, and like there's so much accessibility with VTubing nowadays. But yeah, from being a little PNG to being this new me, and then eventually the me that you'll see in a few months. Yeah, that's like thank you. Thank you. Thank you for 2 years. Thank you so much. We've got this art here from Kyoyan, and then if I move here, we have like little frog champ art. Frog champ art from Uncreated Lotus as well. Yeah, 2 years, 2 whole years, and that's so nuts to me. Wow! Vez! Viz just gifted 100 subs.
Oh my god.
Viz!
Viz, let's fucking go.
That's crazy!
Oh,
Viz!
let's fucking go. That
I'm
was
gonna
so nice of you, Viz.
cry.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, babe.
Viz, I'm
Oh.
gonna cry.
This is such a special day.
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh man, I'm gonna cry.
Thank you guys for being here with her.
Oh, holy moly, I know I'm. Oh my god, Viz. Are you sure? Oh, thank you, honey. Before we finish the thing, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I just wanted to say like a huge big thank you to all of my friends and all of my mods and Errol for always supporting me. Um I'm crying.
Oh, babe. You're alright. You want some tissues?
Yeah. But no, it's been a road, and streaming has really been a kind of like a very special place for me. When everything was happening with like my health, when everything was bad, I always had you guys to cheer me up. And it means the world to me. Thank you so much.
It gave you a new lease of life.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah. We have like Usagi, David, Beans, Wewind, Finny, Errol, Nomi, Mia, Matt, B, that comes Biz, Harpy, Obi, James, and Shannon. Also, I just want to say very quickly a shout out to my dad as well. I know he's not up on this little page, but that's 100% because I've not finished his PNG. Don't worry about it. Um, but he's always kind of supported me as well, and I know he's always kind of lurking in the back of my streams.
I love Papa Mo.
Yeah, I love my dad very much, and obviously like Edo's family as well. They've been a big support to me as too. I'm so glad to have met you. I'm glad to have met you guys too. I've only been here for a short time, but you've been here for me so much. I can't thank you enough. Oh, I love you too. Happy 2 years.